Hi everyone. Tonight with the Gauntlet, we are playing Gun&Slinger by Nevyn Holmes as part of our Weird West series. My name is Donna, my pronouns are he, him, and I am GMing the game. I guess I'm the Maestro. So let's get a quick intro from our players and their characters. And yeah, then we can jump right in. So I guess left to right in the character keeper starts with the gun. So Rich.
Pew pew. Hi, I'm Rich. I use the he, him pronouns. I have no idea why I decided to just lead off being a complete dork. I am playing the gun in Gun&Slinger, who used to be a person named August Eberline. And now August is a mystical gun with some weird crystals on it. And he's pretty ornery and a little bit mean. Yeah, he's not very sharp for a gun though, so you can talk him into stuff. It's fine.
Cool, thanks Rich. And on to Sabine.
Hi, I'm Sabine. I use any pronouns and I'm playing the slinger. It's called Clock. He wouldn't say Augie is mean, he would say Augie is trigger happy. Trigger happy is the word that comes to mind. Yeah, he's not, Clark himself is not that trigger happy, but he's, he can't sleep. So a lot of things that just rush by him, like their dreams, and sometimes it's hard for him to tell the difference. Whether is this just a dream or is he awake? It's kind of, everything is kind of fuzzy. But, well, you know, it's the thing. You run around, you talk to your gun. You sometimes wonder if it's all in your head, really, but maybe it's not. Who knows? We're gonna find the sorcerer, and then we'll see if we can. We have to shoot him or what. Yeah. Also, I'm followed by a thing, but I don't know what. So.
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I think trigger happy. I mean, Augie is happy as a gun and all too happy to shoot things. Last week we did not do our end of session questions, which we answer. I guess you answer these together, so it's a chance for us to do a recap. So let's start with Clock. You'll see at the bottom of the Gun&Slinger sheet, there is a series of questions. So that's the first one. I mean, some of these are probably not relevant. Obviously, I need to push more dangerous situations your way. So the first question is, did you barely make it out alive?
I don't know. I mean, we fought this nightmare thingy, but that was pretty easy. And I don't feel that we were, I mean, might have been totally in danger from Helena, but it didn't feel like it, right? I mean, she might have decided at one point that, oh no, I'm not going to kill these guys. But yeah, there was this tension there that she might have done something. But no, I don't think it counts as barely.
Yeah.
And where are the questions?
On the Gun&Slinger sheet at the very bottom, where there's a section on braids and advancement. Mm-hmm. So you see it tucked in the bottom left-hand corner.
There it is. Oh yeah. Okay.
Rich, how about the next one for Augie to answer? Did your legend grow?
I mean, I'm always tempted to say yes for the sake of braids, but we defeated that weird creature.
The night beast.
Yeah, the night beast. I don't know of anything else that would be legendary.
I mean, we survived having tea with Helena, and she told us about the sorcerer. I feel that's pretty legendary.
All right,
people get to do this.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's legendary.
And we did, and we survived it. Nobody tried to shoot anybody.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, I think if we tick yes, then obviously word will get it right,
Oh, that's true. That
Mhm.
is the thing we should consider as we happily take a break.
Did you create avoidable trouble for yourselves? What do you think?
I mean, we didn't have to precisely go to Helena and go and look for a sorcerer, right? Could have just gone and find somebody to shoot who needs that. And it was unlikely to shoot back. But we went to see the sorcerer's sister. I feel that's avoidable trouble right there.
Okay. I mean, certainly you're right. It was I think we've said no to barely made it out alive, but there was a sense of danger there. Certainly for Olgie, the prospect of letting Helen get inside your head, if that's the right word to use.
In my chambers.
Yeah, in your chambers. Which has whole other connotations for me. Okay. And I think this last one is a bit of a slam dunk. Did you learn the world's deeper secrets?
Yeah, that's what we were after, and that's what we got.
Okay. So that is bringing you up to 4 braids. I'm still not 100% sure, when braids seem to be shared amongst you, but you spend them separately. I think that's an accounting issue for another day. But you're one away from being able to spend stuff, I guess, unless you are upping your senses or or stuff like that. So I guess we'll solve that problem when we come to it. Maybe we spend them separately, but you're earning them together. I don't know. Okay, cool.
Do you think that's a function of the keeper or the game? Like, have you looked at the PDF to see if it's any clearer?
Yeah, it is. The character sheet doesn't have a space for like recording your braids, but it does have like separate lists for spending them. So it kind of.
I mean, it does have a speed. It's on 131. We've got 4, but it's not separated. It looks like we both have braids.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to go through it again with that in mind. But yeah, it looks. I'm happy with the solution we have right now.
Oh yeah.
Although I definitely did miss a couple of rules on our challenges, but I'll explain those when we get to them. They're nothing major, but I will re-explain when we get to them. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's jump right in. So I think last time we were discussing in terms of like wishes. We want to maybe get to Dust Bowl and Hallow, and maybe dig a bit deeper. See some opportunity for violence, and we see a martial in action. So yeah, I think let's get you guys journeying back to I guess what passes for civilization in this world. One of the things that was kind of highlighted to you was this this water store, this kind of well, where you would suspect that you could find the sorcerer himself. I wonder if you want to stay away from that for now, maybe save that for a later engagement, and go back towards town to see what you can see there. Does that sound like a plan? Okay. So yeah, I want to get a sense of. I think we did not establish this last time. When you are traveling, are you walking or on horseback or using some other mechanism of travel? I guess we'll open this to clock, given that they'd be your legs walking.
I think okay, I think I need to check a word and then I need to ask a question, but I don't know this word in English, of course, because it's pretty rare even in my language. So yeah, you know these hand cars that go along the tracks, right?
Yeah. So the
And I
tiny
wonder-
trains that you push
Yeah,
this.
that you push with
Yeah.
your arms. And I wonder if there are enough rail tracks for us to use something like that.
I mean, I think there are now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So obviously you don't take that off road. So like, when you have to go off the track, you just jump off and walk and then get back to it. Are there a lot of these?
We take it off the tracks because some people will come by and see, oh, hand car, nice. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay.
We're not the Mandalorian. We're not parking our conveyance where every Java and their uncle can steal it.
Okay. So is it kind of like a really small one, just like for one person?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty small. It's pretty light. I mean,
Okay.
this is not the real world. This is
No.
some sort of lightweight thingy that you can just pump around.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Awesome. So, so how long does it take via your handcart to get back into town then?
I think we should have a better understanding of the world's geographics.
How far away is it? I imagine we can go several miles an hour on this thing, coasting and pushing. And of course, August is putting forth max effort trying to help out. A few hours, I would imagine, maybe half a day.
Okay, yeah. And I guess, maybe the route to Helen's place was just like off the beaten track. And that's why you had to overnight. But normally, if you're on a good route, you can kind of get there and back maybe at a pinch in daylight, which is pretty important, right? With the night beasts out and about. Okay, cool. Is our tracks, let me pose this to Augie. Are these hand carts, do they like to talk? Are they, gossipy machines that just love to get into a yard and talk to the other hand carts or trains? What's the kind of feeling you get from them?
God, I wish. On his hand carts, all they do is hum. And it's not like they hear many songs. And it ain't like clocks humming. It's just this tuneless noise, this monotony. I hate it. I really hate the hand cart. I tried naming this one. It doesn't answer. It's like the stupidest thing. It's like having a pet lizard.
And Clark, like, what is it like to be on a hand cart, quite happily pushing along with Augie in your ear about how terrible these things are?
I mean, is there one question, is there anything besides shooting people that Augie really likes?
Yeah, he likes clock, all right. It's fine. You're fine.
Okay. No, but while we're traveling, we're meeting a cactus. Do you like it? Probably not. We're seeing the moon. Do you like it? Probably not.
It's too far away.
Right? Yeah, so I guess I'm used to Augie's grumbling and I'm just pushing the hand car and humming. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I do it to annoy him or to relieve the monotony or even to amuse him. I'm not sure myself. I just like humming, I guess.
We got two hummers, a duel of the humming. I prefer clocks humming.
Thank you.
So yeah, I think think in places just due to the twist. I mean, rail lines are pretty sturdy. They're not going to get torn up easily, but there's got to be some signs of the twist on this world that kind of affect it, maybe make it a bit rocky. There might be a tunnel through a mountain that comes out near Dust Bowl or near Hallow, where you feel like you're putting yourself in danger taking it. But yeah, so do you want to? Are we going for Dust Bowl or are we going for Hallow? Do you think? Any preference player wise? Yeah, Rich.
Dust. I kind of like to hit Dust Bowl before Hallow, but I'm also cool if we go flip it the other way around.
The water tombs are near Dust Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Where the sorcerer is.
Yeah.
So in the interest maybe of building the tension towards getting to the sorcerer, we go to Hallow first. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, we described the kind of these monuments as this religious site, and somehow they change with the dust storms. So Clock, like what has changed in these rock formations since you were last here?
I think before they were pretty much single rock formations, like rock formation, rock formation, rock formation. And with the last twister, for some reason, the dust settled in these little graceful little arches between some of the rock formations. And you can see some, I don't know, what would they be called? Petrologers, I guess, who will try to read the patterns that they make and find out why a bridge from the rock that they have named the mother to the rock that they have named the singer, what does that signify? Stuff like that.
And Augie, can you hear these rock formations? Do they sing, or are they more humming stones?
Probably don't need to have too much humming, so other than a humming stone, what else do you think?
I mean, I wonder if there is something like maybe it's a function of their new shape. Maybe they're like funneling the wind in, and you can kind of hear a whistling come through it.
Yeah. Let's do that. The whistling rocks, I like that.
And I think all of the pilgrims who are, I think maybe there's more pilgrims here than you've seen before, right? Because of this new formation. So it's kind of busy, right? Yeah, and I think maybe there's, maybe a few people here from Dust Bowl you recognize. Maybe there's, a party of fresh kind of pilgrims who've come out for, like not quite a day trip, but people who have come out, especially who wouldn't be traditional pilgrims. And I think there's there's some people kind of guiding them to their first pilgrimage. Some people like describing the sand and maybe making like comparisons with the hum that the orbs make. So remember last time when we were talking about the stone relics that vibrate softly to your touch. I think some people are making claims that they were like harbingers to this final monument style with the whistling. So, whether these people are on the level or not, who knows? There's certainly a lot of people here who kind of see you arrive and wonder what's going on. Maybe rumors of your presence spread a little bit like wildfire, right? People are a little bit cautious and maybe a little bit excited about the gun and his slinger. How do you react to this kind of hubbub that builds with your arrival clock?
I don't know what they want from me. I never know what people want from me. The only person that I really understand or kind of understand is Augie. So I'm pulling my head a little into my face so they can see my eyes, and because the eyes kind of weird them out, I know that. And I put my hand on Augie's grip, just not threatening, but just like reassuring myself and Augie, and maybe the other guys too, that they might seem threatening. But yeah. And I try not to. I mean, I will, if somebody says hi, I will nod or something, but I won't initiate any kind of conversation there, I think. Unless there's something that is really out of the ordinary that I have to ask about. Or unless Augie wants me to ask someone something or provoke someone into doing a thing or whatever.
What's Augie's reaction to the scene and Clock's nervousness around crowds?
I think Augie would speak to Clock in a communication they have over their spirits. You don't need to worry about these people. If you want, we could shoot one of them. Then they'll be talking about you, Clock.
I don't want them to talk about me. Don't worry, I have a feeling the shooting will come sooner or later.
Yeah. Let's go see some dancing girls or something.
If you want to, sure. Let's go see some dancing girls. Don't know why you like dancing girls so much.
I don't know why you don't like dancing girls too much.
I don't know.
You're the one that could do something about it, Clock.
Yeah. It's Augie, I don't like doing something with a girl and a gun in my head. Doesn't feel fair.
Well, it's not like I can take a walk.
I know.
You want to set me outside? You can do that. That's fine.
You're in my head, Augie.
Yeah. But I can be real quiet. Just set me down at the end of the bar. Go do what you want to do, and I'll keep an eye out. If there ain't no trouble, you'll never even know.
Let's just go and look a little.
Oh, not even a thanks. God.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Augie. It's
You're welcome.
Very considering of you.
I wouldn't do that for many.
I'm aware.
So is this a tent city that's built up around Hallow, or have people started to rebuild properly here?
Both.
Both, okay. So some kind of new underground constructions for kind of the long-term pilgrims, and then like a tented city that just builds up for the season, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you find yourself in an establishment, right? This I guess it's got to be a rough and ready frontier saloon. Yeah, I think I think you recognize a couple of people here, right? So, Augie, do you think there's a particular girl here that you remember from before, or is it just kind of trying to recapture some feeling?
Rich is furiously looking up an Old West names generator because the answer is yes. Oh.
Betsy.
She probably wouldn't know me. I wasn't much, but you know, prospector. But there was a girl, dancing girl by the name of Latita. It's Latin for joy, I think. Somebody told her that once. It sounded true.
So, do you have to like tamp down your emotions, or is Clock feeling some of this bleed through?
I think Clock feels just a little bit of the yearning.
Yeah, it looks over her. Sighs. Do you want me to talk to her, or want me to steer clear, Hoggy?
Oh, she's got her own thing going on. I don't want to bother her. I don't want to put you out, Clock. I know you get tongue-tied. Just, maybe she'll do a can or a dance or something.
So let's just sit here and watch and see what's going to happen.
Yeah. That's what you do best, right, Clock?
Yeah.
Sit and watch the world go by.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't like pushing into things. Things come at me more than I like. All I want is peace and quiet. It seems like I can never get it, so.
By any player here, maybe you sing that song for them. Maybe they know it.
It's a good idea, actually.
Hell yeah, it is. You're welcome. I'm the best gun for you.
Yeah, you are. You are. That's why I like keeping you around.
Yep.
You knew that to be a reason. Let's just get something to drink first. Let's see if they have black tea.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a push, but I'm sure they can send someone out to get some black tea off a kettle somewhere.
I'd appreciate that.
I think the guy behind the counter, thinks he doesn't hear you properly the first time and says like, I don't have any black label whiskey, just what you see, right? or something like this.
Yeah, we'll inform him that I don't want his black label or any label whiskey. I want black tea. The blacker the better.
So yeah.
As long as I don't have to chew it.
Yeah, he sends someone out to get some, and make sure it gets strained out of all those tea leaves by the time it gets to your glass.
Much obliged. Yeah. And then I'll wander over to the piano person, player, and wait a little, wait around a little, because that's what I do best, right? Augie's right, I get tongue-tied when I'm supposed to talk to people I don't know well.
Yeah, and I think the piano player gets really nervous, right? This mysterious gunslinger just arrives at the side of the piano and just stares underneath the brim of his hat at him and doesn't say anything. And this guy, I don't know, he loses his place in the music, and then he starts and he looks up at you and like he's almost going to like take his sheet music away, but he just fluffs that as well and just runs. Sorry, I got to take a little boy's room break. And he runs out the back, leaving you to the piano.
Damn, I wanted to talk to that guy. Just waiting for him to finish that song.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But that's fine. It's
Okay.
totally understandable. I'm saying that to Augie.
We'll give him a name. He'll be back. What do we think his name is? Clock.
Sam.
Sam, of course. The piano player is called Sam. Yeah.
Come on. It's not original, but
No.
maybe his name is really.
It's not actually his name. Someone just started calling him Sam, and he didn't fight him on it.
Damn it! I was just going to say that, Rich.
Oh, we're on the same wavelength, Sabine.
Yeah, and I'll sit down at the piano and I'll start pushing a few of the keys, and then I'll just try to find that damn song. And I think people won't like that, because you know what it's like when somebody's trying to find a song on a piano. It's not very entertaining for people who are listening.
Yeah. But I think this is a good check, right?
Yeah,
so we're gonna pull some cards. So last week.
Oh, where's the card drawer? I'm sorry, I missed that one.
There's a link in the reference, but let me put it in the chat quicker.
Reference. Which is the reference?
The reference tab.
The reference tab.
There's a reference tab.
But I put it in the chat here.
I found it. Yeah.
So last week for these checks, I played a card to give you the difficulty, but I shouldn't have been doing that. I just come up with a difficulty off the top of my head. But otherwise, and that's because there is a way that I can make a move, and that way I play a card. But I got those two structures mixed up. But I'm just going to set a difficulty myself. But I guess I'm wondering, exactly how, what are you trying to achieve with this? Are you trying to remember something about the song and what it really means? Find some kind of truth to it.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to figure out what that means. Why I'm so fascinated with the song. Maybe trigger a memory or something like that.
Okay.
Or maybe at least maybe amuse Augie.
Okay. So I've decided on the difficulty. So now you get to go fish. I guess you get to ask me or Rich for a card.
And I want a pair, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think I'm asking you, Rich, do you have a 5?
No, I don't have any 5s.
Dang.
Sorry.
So you pull the top card off the deck and put it in your hand.
Come here, my sweet. Oh, well, okay.
So who knows? You might have got a 5 anyway. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you got a pair? Okay.
Yeah, I have a pair actually.
Okay. So you should put that over by the further right, so they don't get mixed up with Rich's pair.
Okay, where's the right?
Oh, yeah.
Where my little token
purple
thingy is.
Yeah,
Around
exactly.
the purple. I put the purple token on them, so
Okay,
I know
cool.
which pair that this is my pair.
Okay. Okay. So the difficulty I'm putting on this is a 6.
Ooh. Okay.
So you can pay that with a pair, and you can add your stat if we think one of those 3 stats counts. And that's for you to kind of pitch. And then if you're still short, you can get a one-time single from Rich, from Augie, to help you out.
Okay. I guess so. My stats. Where are my stats? I have my stats. I'm light on my toes, which is probably very not helpful. Good in a fight is probably very not helpful either. I've been around, might have been helpful, but I've not been around that much.
I mean,
So
light on your toes is good for piano playing, but maybe not for remembering the song to play.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing though that I remember, that I actually can play the piano. I didn't know that before, and that might help, right?
Yeah, I mean, certainly we obviously know you can play the piano, right? So it may be that you can't consciously remember it, but as soon as you start playing, your muscle memory kicks in, and like, if you forget that you're trying to remember the song, you end up playing it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That sounds cool to me.
Okay, but I'm still short.
You're still okay.
Still short, yes.
So, so you can remember you are paying with a pair plus your stat, and if you can't get there, you can.
I need to get to a 7, right?
A 6.
A 6. Oh, wait, a 6. I can get to a 6. Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can get to a 6. Amazing. I can get to a 6.
Okay.
Here is not that terrible.
So if you tap the card, they should flip face up.
Oh, I should. Didn't know that.
There you go.
There I am. Here are my 4s and my little token.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I mean, what does it look like when you're, like 5 minutes into the song, or into trying to get the song out, when you suddenly realize that you are playing it?
I think what happens is that there's some grumbling, right? Because what's this guy doing there? Why isn't Sam at the piano? And I think I get distracted a little because I'm trying to listen to the crowd instead of listening to what my fingers are doing. And maybe that's when, actually not myself, but Augie realizes that what I'm playing there, that's the song. That's the real song that has to be the real song. I don't realize it right away because I'm listening to the people making threatening noises back there.
So Augie, what does this song sound like?
I think it's a ballad. Yeah, it's a ballad about a pair of people. Maybe they're lovers. Maybe they're friends, and don't really catch up on that. But what do you think, Sabine? Do you think it's tragic? Do you think it is emotional but unresolved?
Yeah, like emotional but unresolved. It's kind of sad but hopeful.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that can't make up its damn mind.
Yeah.
And apart from like the general discontent with, I guess Sam usually plays, lively music that kind of makes people less maudlin. I think there's someone in the saloon who obviously recognizes the song. Augie, who do you spot in the crowd who kind of sits up and takes notice?
And we decided to go to Harrow, so it wouldn't be a Dust Bowl person, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, probably not. Although we did describe how like there was day trippers coming out here for a pilgrimage.
That's
right?
true. You did mention that there were some Dust Bowlers. I think it'd be interesting if Father Rodrigo, a Catholic priest, might travel between towns, right?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I'll share a link to a pic of Father Rodrigo in the chat because I know Sabine wasn't in that game. And here's the write-up for him.
He needs a shave.
He does. Okay. So I think maybe we can fill in the gaps on this song in a twofold way. Sabine, maybe you can kind of fill in some details of like how the song makes you feel, and maybe something else you want to realize in it, and then maybe we can fill in some details when you corner Father Rodrigo. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. So I think, what does it feel like? It feels like when you come back to something that you haven't had since you were a child, and then you come back to it for the first time in 20 years, and it's still the same amazing, amazing thing. Like that kind of powerful flashback to a time when things were wildly different, but the feeling is the same. And so you know that you're still the same person in a way, right? Then, even though everything else has changed. And I think that's for Clark that makes him, I don't know, just that it feels like a bit of a dash of fresh water in his face, actually. Like he's always like half dozing because he can't really sleep. But this time, what the song does is he actually listens to it. It feels like he's actually awake. Yeah, and there he knows that there was this person, that the song is, maybe it's not about him and this person, but it was something that connected the two of them, that they had that was somehow that they had listened to and said, yeah, that is like us, or that is our song, or something like that.
And maybe would it make sense if, like, you find yourself, like, maybe there's a lyrics word, right, to this song. It's not just a melody, and you remember those words in the same way, but maybe there's like an inscription on the watch that matches one of those lines.
Yes, perfect.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe, like, I think Sam comes back, right? Looking a bit pale and kind of, maybe a little bit astonished that a riot hasn't broken out due to lack of musical service, like has happened today with Spotify. So yeah, I guess you can. Do you want to talk to Sam or head over to Father Rodrigo?
I think I'll has Augie, yeah, I'm assuming Augie's told me about the Rodrigo thing, right?
Yeah, what do you
Yeah.
give Clock a heads up about Rodrigo?
Yeah, over there's Father Rodrigo. He's from Dust Bowl, trying to build a chapel. So be advised.
Huh. Yeah, I think I'll talk to him, but let me talk to Sam first. Can you talk to the piano, Augie?
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. So what's this piano like, Rich? Finally happy with a new tune that's not from the same playbook, or?
I think that the piano has been, you know how a certain, like, you cook certain foods in a home and the home starts to have that smell to it, even if that food hasn't been made for a few weeks. Sam's nervousness has infected the piano's outlook on the world, because this piano's blind and it can only sense the world through the songs that Sam plays on her. So yeah, she's pretty elated that Clock played something on her. All she's ever had is, for the longest time, Sam playing the same nervous keys of some jaunty repetition of the same 5 songs, and occasionally a a willful child might plink away before disappearing. Now, somebody played this emotional song on the piano. Yeah. What do you think? Does that feel right to you, Maestro? That's your GM turn.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's been a while since I've played the piano, but that sounds good. So yeah, I think like I think she's running a little flat, right? But she still kind of sounds a little bit excited. Hey, who's that? Who's playing me? It's like, I mean, I love Sam, but he gets a little bit, boring. Hello?
But it's still working anyway, so.
Oh,
hey, you're back.
Zoom just kicked me out.
Oh. Okay.
Well, for some reason, it just decided to restart. Sorry. So I was, I'm not sure what the last thing you heard was.
The piano, she had said, who is that? And I was naming clock, okay. but a person clock, not a time telling clock.
Okay, cool. Where I've never heard that song before. Where did it come from?
Came from Clock, but I think somebody gave it to Clock. We got to figure it out. You've never heard it?
I don't remember having played it before.
All right. Well,
I can keep an ear out.
Yeah, appreciate it. You do that.
I'm not. You can get some other people to play. I don't know. If other people played, maybe we could find out who else knows that tune, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't count on it.
Okay.
But I'll see if Clock will play a bit more of it in a bit. He's shy.
Shy?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
No, he is. He is.
That doesn't seem right.
You call me a liar, I will shoot you dead.
I mean, I just said it doesn't seem right. He doesn't seem shy.
You
when he was
don't
playing
know what you're talking about. Hey, Clock, I'm we need to get out of here.
What? I was gone.
Stupid piano. Piano doesn't know nothing. Doesn't know your song, doesn't know what she's talking about.
Okay. I pat the piano, like apologetically a little. And I turn to Sam and say, thanks, I guess, for letting me use the piano.
Sure. Just like when gunslingers come around, they're kind of mean, and they tease me, and
why would I want to tease you?
Because like they like being powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not that powerful.
Listen, Sam, Augie says aloud, play some different songs. You got a bigger repertoire than what I've heard, don't you?
Sure, but like these people are animals. They don't want quality. They want the same old penny sheets played over and over again.
Yeah. Well, you're wrong. We want something different. Make it happen.
Yeah. What Augie says. I don't like. Maybe the other gunslingers don't like your sheet music. Maybe that's why they're mean.
Okay, no pressure. Like see that? Like that was a threat, right? That was a threat.
Yeah, it was a threat.
That was a threat.
Very real and direct threat.
Okay.
Anybody gives you trouble, we'll take care of it.
Oh, okay. So like lovely piano you have there. It'd be a shame if something happened to it. I've heard this one before. Yeah,
Mhm.
protection racket. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Oh.
We can't shoot. I can't shoot a piano. Forget it. We're not gonna harm the piano. We're not even gonna harm you. We're just giving you advice. Don't be so nervous.
Okay.
If you're nervous, it'll go into your music.
Clock, you're giving him mixed messages. I threatened his life. You do know that, right? Now you're gaslighting him.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry. I don't know even, Clock doesn't rightly know that he's saying sorry to Sam or to Augie or both or whoever's listening.
Play something of quality.
Okay.
What-
Okay. Oh, okay. And I think he just closes the sheet music and plays something from memory, and it's like some really lively, emotional concerto.
Nice.
If we had Russian composers, it would be Shostakovich, right?
Ooh.
But
And
it's like there's some people sitting over and going like, "What the hell is this?" A couple of people leave. It's like
somebody makes any noises or stuff in his direction, I will go and stare at them a little.
Okay.
And says, "My gun likes the music," and say, "My gun likes the music."
Yeah, I think Augie's old friend Letitia is kind of looking askance at this whole routine. Listen, sir, the customers like the music they like, so I guess if you're a customer, that's fine, but like Sam is a wreck whenever people like you come in.
I can't help that Sam's a nervous sort. And this is a lot better than what he was playing before. And I think you might underestimate your paying customers.
If you say so. You still drinking tea, or you warming up to something proper?
Coffee.
Drink some whiskey, Clock.
I hate whiskey.
What do you hate about whiskey?
It tastes like you're eating a charred coal stick. That's
because you never had a good whiskey then.
Yeah, that's everything. Everybody tells me that, and it tastes like a charred coal stick with a bit of mud on it.
That was her. Girl, talk to you.
Oh,
She's a fair sight, ain't she?
Yeah, she's pretty, I guess.
Guess. Stop that halfway talking. It is or it ain't.
She's pretty.
All right then. Told you. She sure can't dance to this, but it ain't half bad. Peony never heard of your song. She said she'd keep an ear out, then started babbling on.
So I'm just looking at the time. How about we take a break till 10 past?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we can go and threaten Father Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's more threatening. Yes, that's what we're good at.
This time, intentional threatening.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back, and yeah, we are going to corner Father Rodrigo. Clock, how do you approach Father Rodrigo? in the corner by his table.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a gunslinger, and I've just been told once more that I'm a scary guy because I have a gun and can sling it, apparently. So, yeah, well, I'll keep my head in my eyes for the start, but I will walk over, and I don't won't beat around the bush. I'm going up to him, and he will see me coming, and I wonder how he reacts to that.
And Augie, do we know if Augie knew Father Rodrigo in life?
Yeah, Father Rodrigo was a good bit younger. He probably don't remember me.
I mean, how does he have? How have the years not been kind to him? Right. I think he's been trying to build this chapel for as long as you knew him, and probably since before the twist. So,
He actually, before the twist, they were building a chapel, and one of those twisters took it down. Years haven't been kind to him. Yeah, little hard of hearing. Probably too many guns fired near him. He says that he can hear the church bells, though. That's a damn lie. Or maybe he can, which means he's got some real problems.
so yeah, I think he has this kind of nerve. He wonders if he's sitting in your seat, right? And I think he kind of maybe scooches away from where you approach him. Yeah, he is acting squarely, you know.
It's cute. Sorry, yeah. Anyway, yeah, no, I'll walk up to him and say, "You're Father Rodrigo, right?"
Yeah, that is me. Who are you?
I'm called Clock. You know the song that was playing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think it was popular these days, but I heard it before. Yeah.
Tell me about it, please.
I don't know what I think, right? He is desperately looking for a plausible reason to deny all knowledge of this song, right? Because you're still coasting on your success, right? So you're gonna get this information out of him, but he doesn't want to remember the song.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this can go two ways. You can tell me about the song, all the things that you remember, and you can tell it true, and then we'll have a glass of whatever you like, and we'll part, and nobody gets hurt. Or we do it the hard way. And I have a friend who really, really likes doing it the hard way.
you wouldn't shoot a man of the cloth for like not telling you stories he heard in his youth, would you?
You wouldn't risk getting shot by me for stories you heard in your youth, right?
Well, these are dangerous stories. Young man, dangerous stories.
Are they worth getting shot for? Because if they are, then they're worth shooting for.
I mean, that seems an unescapable logic.
Right?
But before the twist, I heard that song. It was a song a sorcerer was playing, was playing on a gramophone that we got from the city. And some connection, whatever girl or whoever he was thinking of, he cursed them. Cursed them to hell and to damnation and to whatever else would take them.
Mhm.
And whatever heard him, well, that's when the twist arrived.
Oh. Well, yeah. And I'll be a bit distracted by what goes through my mind. And Augie, you feel that I really, really don't want you to see what I'm thinking right now. But of course, because I'm thinking it, you will see it. So, and what Clark is thinking is, was it me he was trying to curse? Because that feels like a thing that seems like something. There seems to be something there, some connection. And he absentmindedly pats the priest on the head or the shoulder or whatever is nearest and says, yeah, you can have a drink and then get a shave.
If you know that song and you're playing it, that's going to call him straight to you.
Oh, that means we don't have to go to him. Who's coming?
And he kind of leans across, and I think he puts a hand on your arm, like where it's on the table or even just at your side. But there's people here. You can't bring the sorcerer here. People will die in between the two of you.
People always seem to die, Father. Isn't that what your religion is about? That they go to a better place.
Well, not if they get taken by the sorcerer. Then we're all going to hell.
Maybe we already are. Yeah, have your drink. I'm trying. I'll figure something out.
What's Augie feeling hearing these words of warning from Father Rodrigo?
Yeah. Feel like he isn't much help to us now. You really think, Clock, that'll call him to us? Maybe we ought to head to the outskirts of town and go ahead and get it done.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he believes it.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want the girl mixed up in this, right? Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, let's go and see the sorcerer comes toward us. But Augie, can we kill him? Is that something we can do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you worry. We'll kill him dead.
I have a feeling that won't be so easy. That this might not be solved with bullets, my friend, but yeah, let's leave the girl out of it anyway, and Sam, and the piano.
Well, it's like I say, it's a problem that can't be solved with bullets. It probably wasn't a problem in the first place.
Okay. I think I can. I mean, I can solve my sleeplessness with bullets,
Well,
or maybe I can.
yeah. Take a final nap.
I meant by taking down the sorcerer and stopping the twist, but yeah, that might do it as well.
Like I said, I like you, Clock. Let's just deal with the sorcerer.
Yeah, I like you too, Augie. You know that.
Thanks.
You keep me sane.
So are ye sticking around town, or are ye heading somewhere to make distance? What's the plan?
Oh, you know this place. You know your way around these parts better than I do, Augie. You think we should head straight to Dust Bowl because that's where the source was rumored to be anyway. And if he comes to us, maybe we can meet him halfway.
Yeah,
Maybe we won't expect that.
let's meet him halfway. I like that.
Yeah. Augie, when we're a bit ways away and no people are around us, and I'll say, Augie, I think what he said about that curse, I don't know if I was the target, but I was close to the target, at least, if I wasn't the target myself.
What makes you think you weren't the target?
It feels like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to be the person who was in some way responsible for all this, the twists and stuff happening. Maybe it's just like, this is too big.
Had to come from somewhere. Why not you?
Don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm shy.
Maybe you are.
Hmm.
Figure this way. If you embrace it, you can do something about it. You may end up helping a whole lot of people. And if you're wrong, I got to shoot a sorcerer. It's a hell of a good thing.
I feel the sorcerer is no help for anyone, so we're helping people anyway, unless we get killed. Might make Sam sleep better if we get killed, so.
Yeah, let's do it for Sam. It's definitely the motivation that's making me want to itch to shoot a sorcerer.
I think in the distance behind you, Hollow direction, you hear the wind rise, and it's making that whistling sound through the hallowed monuments. And then slowly they build up until it's, sounding like a chord progression of the song.
Is this the weather thing? Sorry, weather thing. Mm-hmm. Because I've got a sense for weather.
You do have a sense for weather.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the wind rising like that. I mean, I'm not sure you would have, like, the whistling is a new thing, right? Since the last time you were here. Mm-hmm. And the wind, rises and falls, but this kind of weird stuff you would usually associate with the twist, right?
Okay.
So I think, you might yeah, it's a sense for weather. I guess this is that.
That means we should get to safety because we can't shoot a twister.
I mean, it mustn't be a problem then, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I like having flesh on my bones, Augie. Don't think I would work so well without that.
Well, I figure if we get enough of connection, maybe you get past that whole thing. Who knows? Maybe I can animate you like a puppet.
Oh yeah, that's what I want to be, your puppet.
I didn't say I wanted that to happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah, let's not risk it, okay?
Let's not risk it.
So we're looking for shelter.
Sorry, muted. Is this something? Yeah, I guess this might be a twist, right? Is this something that you are working together with, or is this something one of you is taking the lead in?
How can we work together on it?
It could surround us with protective magic, you know?
True.
I mean, probably it's a second. So
Yeah, it's seconds. So I think if it comes down to that, it might be what gets you like over a finishing line or you know, like across a threshold or whatever when you're in imminent danger, but it's not going to protect you against the whole twister.
Yeah. Okay, but then I think can we work just together? You said something like that?
Yeah, for sure. So for a blind pay, I set the difficulty. I think this is pretty difficult. I think we're going to make this an 18.
Okay.
So to remind ourselves of how this works, you are going to both kind of secretly select a card and play it face down. But before that happens, I'm going to draw a card from the deck. That's going to be like added to your score. And so what you have to do is get 18 or higher, but not go bust. So not go above 21. Scoring a 21 is exactly a success, but also you have, I think like we saw last week, you can use some face cards or aces to do pretty well. So I'll remind you of that. It's on the reference sheet.
Do we draw, because I had a pair, and so I dropped that down. I'm down to 3 cards. Do I draw up, or do we just play with what we got?
No, yeah, so that's another thing. I got one last week. There's no drawing up when you play, but what you can do is if you get down to 0, you draw to 3, and also if you play a jack, you draw 3 more cards.
Okay.
And you can do that at any time. So a king you can use to succeed at any check. A queen can be paired with anything, so it's not relevant here. And aces is a major success with extra effect. But I guess you can see what is coming out then track first. So
yeah, but for blind pay, the face cards are worth 10 and aces are worth 10 or 1, right?
Aces are 10 or 11 or 1.
11 or 1, right?
And I think.
And face cards are worth 10. There are no the special effects of the face cards aren't active in the blind pay, from what I'm reading on the reference sheet.
Oh yeah, so it's check, right? So a check is not a blind pay. Okay, so yeah, so I've drawn a 3, and that's going to be added to your score. So you're basically aiming for 15 between the two of you. And again, you're playing those out face down and then revealing simultaneously.
Okay.
I got a tough decision to make.
I have, wow, 15. Okay. Damn. Oh, that's And we can't coordinate, right? I can't say, hey, Rich, do take this, do this one, or don't do this one. Damn it. I was like, come on, I'm feeling.
I mean, not that a gunslinger would ever cheat at cards when their life is on the line, but you know.
Wait, why would I cheat on cards? I have Augie. If somebody makes an issue, right? Augie likes it when they start making issues.
I like issues. We solve issues.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm taking this one. Okay, this is mine. This is yours.
It's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
I'm really scared.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
All right, do it.
There we go. Oh! Damn.
I needed the 3 cards.
Oh.
I didn't, but damn.
I knew that. Here's the thing. The other card I would have played, we wouldn't have passed the challenge. So it was just.
So you've gone bust with a 23. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I could have played the right card, but I didn't.
Draw 3 more, by the way, because you played a jack.
Is that the thing? Because I thought that was only.
I thought you just said it. Done it?
That's why you're doing a check, right?
Yeah. So, well, sorry. At any time you can play jack to draw 3 cards. I'm not. Yeah. I guess you can maybe
play
double
one
up.
any
Why
time
not?
to draw 3 cards.
So why not? We can double up on the effect. Right? It's no big deal.
Okay. If I misread, I apologize.
Yeah, it's no problem. So let me think. So you gone bust. So it's essentially a failure. So what does this look like? I wonder. You're caught out with a twister coming for you. First clock. What are you doing to kind of hide or find refuge?
I think we're on the hand card by now, and I'm trying to reach one of these columns, I guess, sandstone columns, just because the rails go there. And maybe if we can reach it, we can find shelter there somewhere. Well, you know what happens in a sandstorm to rails? Yeah, they get buried. Kind of hard to drive a hand card with that.
Yeah. And Augie, how are you kind of pushing clock or pushing the elements around you to get to safety?
I'm trying to stay aware. And if anything gets too close that it's going to hurt clock, then I'll use one of my powers to give him a bit of safety. But if it doesn't bite, then he's just got to haul his ass.
Okay. Yeah. So this twister, like, I think you kind of feel the storm coming behind you, but then like a twister just drops straight out of the sky in front of you, like a lightning bolt, and hits the track. And
wow.
I mean, it's hard to know whether the track is still intact, but you know, it's buried now in this mountain of sand, and the handcart just like slams into that sand, and it's not going anywhere after this. And there's a moment of peace, I think, right? I think it's like you're in the eye of the storm, right? There's this giant twister just circling you. And you can kind of see at the verges, you know, those columns you were heading for are just get torn down by the force of this giant twister.
Yeah. It's not good. This is not great. What can we do? I mean, yelling a word of fear at the twister is probably not very helpful, right? Right?
Yeah, scared twister is a dangerous twister.
What does that sound like? Does this seem like Clock is this desperate to pull a trick out like this?
I mean, I don't know. Just sometimes it feels like these twisters are almost sentient. If it's sentient, it can scare, right?
Yeah. I mean, these words are completely. I mean, it says mutable and determined when to use it. So who am I to say twisters don't feel the fear of the gunslinger in them?
I mean, this is basically I'm using their own power against them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm using the twist power against the twister, so it's made of the twist. It stands to reason I can be influenced by it.
Yeah. So mark a twist track.
Yay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this power comes with
Okay.
with a little bit of corruption, as we know.
That's nice. So I've just marked, say.
So now you're 1 out of 5. Yeah.
1 out of 5. Okay.
Yeah. And
You always right.
Augie, what does that feel like when Clock starts to use this power?
Feels good. That connection we got together whenever he uses his power and hums. I like it.
And this twist that you feel doesn't scare you? Hell no.
No. Not that I'd ever admit it. I feel good. It's great.
Okay.
Keep it going,
So-
Clock.
So Clock, let's make this a normal check.
Okay.
I-
Okay. Let me
You get to go
stop
fish,
you.
right?
No, I'm not going to. Oh, wait. Sorry, I missed that because our face cards, are they pairs as well?
No, you
No.
don't pair face
No.
cards.
Okay.
The only thing that you can do
Good.
is you can use a queen to pair with
Mhm.
anything, and then there'll be like a 7 or whatever it is.
Oh, I'm feeling confident with my cards now. So I'm going to just take this one and shove and throw it at the twister.
Okay. So you're not. I mean, you can still go fish, right? You can still ask me or Rich for a card and take one off the deck anyway, because even if you're not trying to make a pair.
Yeah, okay, I'll go fish, and I fish with you, Donna, because I haven't done that before, and I want to have a 6, please.
No 6s. You better go fish.
Oh, I'm taking a card from this
Yeah.
here thingy. This is good. I mean, oh, terrible. It's not a pair.
So I guess I was going to make this pretty difficult, but I guess it's a king, right? So you
Yeah.
you win regardless.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. You got the card. You play it. So what does this look like when basically this twister essentially gets scared off by your word of fear?
I think the word of fear is basically, I mean, Clark isn't a loud type, right? He's not the type to yell at a storm. He just takes sort of a stance and starts humming. It's not that song. It's just something very different. It's just a kind of deep droning noise. If you were a person, it would reach into your bones and make them shiver. And I think it kind of also reaches a bit into Augie and makes the chambers shiver. Because it's not targeted. It's just at everything, and it kind of whatever is guiding that twister, it hits that. The drone hits that as well, and makes it kind of lose cohesion a little, and then twist away because it's twister.
Yeah, and I think maybe maybe it like splits up into like 3 or 4 different smaller twisters, and like one of them just goes off, westwards, and then one of them like disappears down a tunnel or a cave that you might have been thinking of as safety, but basically the storm is gone. I mean,
And I sit down now.
Yeah.
I say, Augie, did I just scare off a storm?
Yep. You know what that proves, don't you?
What does it prove?
Power over the twist. Sure leads someone to believe that you're tied to it somehow, huh? Nobody else can do that.
I should have had that whiskey, no matter what it tastes like.
Yeah. was a good trick.
Yeah, I was just I was trying to make it feel what I felt. So I don't know if that was a great trick. Okay, can you unearth this hand card? Is that something you can do? Because I'm feeling tired.
Why don't you get some rest? I'll watch over you.
Yeah, rest. And I'll just sit down on the card and try to get my jangling nerves under control, because I think that word, that hum went through me as well. So
Okay, so I think.
do we have a
Oh, dear.
discard pile?
Oh yeah, top
Okay.
left, just above
Okay.
the deck.
Okay.
Oh, I'm curious about a thing. I read where you're supposed to pull pairs down and put them near you. Can you play them? Or
Yeah, so they are to be played in a normal
okay,
in a normal paired challenge. Right?
okay. Is that a different kind of challenge?
No, that's the one we just had.
Okay.
So that's when you're not teaming up. When you're doing it singly, you're playing pairs. I think I may have figured out why you like put it in front of it, but that's just me thinking. It's not in the rules. I think it's because you cannot have those fished away from you, right? Because they're not in your hand anymore.
That makes sense.
Which I guess is an annoying thing about Go Fish. If someone just got fives, you know you can go fishing for fives, right?
Oh, so you can't just say, yeah, I got a 5, I won't give it to you.
Yeah. I got 2,
okay.
which are like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes, you see, we don't have Go Fish where I come from, so I don't.
You're supposed to be truthful. If you have the card in your hand, you're supposed to hand it over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is predicated on trust.
Oh,
The
okay.
kid's game.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, I think as night falls, Olgi, you're keeping watch, and I think you have like maybe it's just like an echo of the fear from Clock, but you kind of sense something in the distance coming from behind you, like back towards Hallow, and I think I'm not sure how much Clock has kind of explicitly told you about this, man made of sand and shadow and silence, but you kind of get that sense from this guy, off on the horizon, backlit by the setting sun.
Nice. Hey, Clock. No rest for the wicked. Get up.
Yep. What's up? What's going on?
I think he's on his way.
Sorcerer.
Sure smells like it to me.
Well, I wanted to shoot him. That's
I figured you want to witness my amazingness. That's all.
Yeah, I do. I will stand up and loosen, I guess, the gun in the holster, maybe draw him. Sorry.
It's all right. I'm mostly in it.
Yeah. Okay. So we're waiting.
You're passing the night, just like watching the horizon. Right?
Yeah. Maybe just once or twice I see if Augie needs any kind of maintenance, I guess. Just saying if everything works perfectly, right? If you don't mind, Augie.
The bullets in my chambers rattled a little bit, but wasn't gonna scared. It's just powerful magic. Powerful magic.
Yeah.
does that.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just check you over. Maybe put a little oil in your joints, right?
Yeah, I like it.
I know. Wish I could do that on my joints. You hear it when he cracks his neck.
When was the last time you slept?
Oh, before the twist.
Did you ever dream back then?
Yeah, I guess.
What'd you dream about?
I don't know. 6-headed centipedes. Weird stuff. What everybody dreams about.
I never
Standing,
dreamed about no damn 6-headed centipede. That's
I don't know, standing naked in front of in the middle of a street while I was trying to do something important. Wasn't appropriate to be naked there. Yeah. I try to hide behind some flowers. I remember I've dreamt about flowers a lot. I don't know, it's hard to say. Maybe it's just that I dream about flowers a lot now. Or the 6-headed centipede came after, I don't know. I dream while I'm awake, it's disconcerting. Maybe you're a dream. Okay, I hope not, or maybe I do. I don't know.
maybe I am. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you've been talking to some old gun all this time.
Yeah, maybe I am. It's not that unlikely that I am, right?
You know any other talking guns?
No, you're the only one for me.
Yeah, you probably are crazy.
Yeah, have to think of someone. No, I won't say that. That would be mean. Don't want to be mean to you, even if you're a figment of my imagination.
Exactly. You are the people in every dream you have. So you might as well be nice to them, huh?
I don't know if that's true. I don't want to be that six-headed centipede.
Where'd it come from then?
I don't know. They were pretty creepy.
Came from you.
So I've got creepy
You're a
parts.
6-headed centipede. Clock.
Oh well, a 6-headed centipede is your brother then. You know what, Augie? Let's shoot into the night and see if something comes up. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Sure. Never turned down a chance to shoot.
I know.
So what are you trying to provoke, or what's the effect you're looking for here?
Something happening, right? That's just basically that something attacks us or something yells at us or I don't know, maybe the moon falls down. Maybe I wake up. Maybe I wake up and have to go to school tomorrow. Who knows?
So that's that's a pretty broad that's a pretty broad challenge.
I think
we could just skip ahead time, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you can just say, yeah, we're shooting and nothing shakes because nothing is there to be shaken. But you said that man of shadow and sand was there, so maybe he thinks maybe we will provoke a reaction because that's, I think, what we're going for here.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. You know, I think you like shoot and you hear the echoes, although the echoes seem like very strange, right? Because there's some of these columns that have been here for years are now gone, destroyed by the storm. And you know, the caves are filled in, so things just sound a little bit off. But off in that direction that you fire Augie in, I think you see, one of those dust devils appear, just like a flurry of sand. And, that man appears.
Holy moly, what's that?
Yeah, and it's just a shadow that is really indistinguishable from the sand that's been left behind by the storm, albeit it has a hat.
Huh. So can Harvey hit it and make something happen?
So let's try this. I'm going to play a queen of spades. And the queen, so I should go fish first. I'm going to go fishing for an 8 from Augie.
So. No, I don't have one.
Oh, you do? Huh?
I don't know where that came from.
So a queen is the gun and slinger lose something valuable, and a spades is the antagonist. So I think, let me know how this sounds. Augie, you feel empty, right? And up ahead, you see this thing raise a hand, empty apart from the 6 bullets that have just appeared in it.
Six bullets just appeared where?
In his hand.
Oh.
And these are the bullets that just disappeared out of your chamber.
Oh, hell. Hey, clock, I'm empty. This ain't good.
And he lets them drop in the ground after he walks. And now it looks like he's holding a gun. Maybe a gun that looks very familiar. Albeit, maybe for that sense of artistic irony. The highlights, the crystal in his gun are red, right?
Ooh,
evil.
Yeah.
He's a Sith gunslinger.
So what do you do, Clock?
Sorry, that broke me a little.
Sorry for feeding the Star Wars Saturday monster.
I apologize. Well, what do I do? Well, we're empty. He presumably is full. How do you reload? What can I do to help you?
Yeah, I think what we'd established before, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that if he's on the ley line, he can make bullets. Otherwise, I think you gotta actually grab bullets out of your little bandolier or your gun belt thing and
so you can reload with actual bullets. Okay,
I think so.
Okay, yeah, in that case I will start doing that.
Okay,
and then hope that this trick doesn't work more often, and also maybe it's better if he didn't see us doing that, right?
Yeah. So obviously reloading is not a difficult thing to do, but I think maybe this is like something that's never happened before, and you're under time pressure because this thing is coming towards you and probably approaching range. So so do you think this is a good opportunity to make a a check, a blind pay for the two of you to reload as quickly as possible?
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah, blind pay is fun.
Okay, so it's not going to be terribly difficult.
We'll cark it up, all right.
Let's make this. Let me just check. What is easy? Yeah, easy is 14. So I hope you've been saving onto those low cards, right? Or any cards at all, really. And let me play a card, which is going to be a 2. You're going to get a +2 on your check. So you have to get to 14 or higher and just not go above 21.
Okay. Okay, I'm taking this one. It's probably not the wisest choice I could make. I'm relying on you, Rich, to do the right thing.
No pressure.
This has got less fun.
I'm sorry. Should I take another? Should I do another?
No. There's no. I mean, we can't. Who knows? Who knows how this goes? I think. Oh no, I'm not gonna do it. This is so hard. This is hard. I wish we could give each other special hints or something. Okay.
I think that's the fun part that we can. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Better flip them.
All right. Let's go.
Ooh.
Wow.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. No,
Nope.
We're terrible at this.
Yeah,
We are
that's
bad
an
at
11.
communicating. That's an 11. Is there anything we can add in, like stats wise, we could add in?
Let me double check. Yeah, so you so at the end of this, you can also add a stat, but that would only get you to 13. If it was a +2. Yeah.
All right.
That's Rich.
But we can. So
you can, yes. But
can we add in one stat per character?
No, it's one stat total.
Oh, okay.
Between the two of you, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, I mean, what does this look like from clock? Are you like dropping bullets or what's happening?
Maybe what's happening is actually that person over there did something to those bullets. And when I try to get them out, they have turned to sand and they're just slipping through my fingers. Does that sound like something that would be okay?
That's awesome.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Augie, how about you? Like when clock flip or when you flip open your chambers, I guess these bullets just turn to sand. Like what does that feel like to you?
I'm real disappointed. Come on. We don't have any bullets. We ain't gonna kill no. All right, just beat him over the head with me.
So, yeah, I think this might be time to avoid a scrape, right? So I think he comes out and he is still got his gun out, but he is just like going for that classic, bad guy throat hold. He is just trying to, I don't know, just be mean and powerful.
Kind of like him now.
Yeah. So when you are taken,
you're like me.
Yeah, I saw a mirror image of you in some way, right? So I think you just need to make a straight check to avoid taking damage. That is how
I'd like to give him a few seconds. I'd like to give Clock a few seconds of protection.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. So
surround someone or something with my protective magic. The blue glows. We see it reflected off of Clock's face and in his eyes. and I'll pick a random card from the deck. Its value is how many seconds the visible target is shielded from any damage. So I'll just drop it right there. 8 seconds.
Okay. So
Can we make a power combination here? Because
oh
it
yeah,
says
you're gonna
visible
turn invisible.
target. Yeah, I mean that seems like right.
Yeah,
I mean
perfect.
that would be helpful for us to get away, because now I have the time to get the magic in, and is that.
Yeah, for sure.
I would love it for the field to extend, and maybe he shoots. He has a gun, right? And it kind of sparks off the shield with a kind of a bing, and the red sparks are flying. And when the shield falls, then suddenly nobody's there.
Awesome. So draw another card for the number of minutes you can turn invisible for.
Okay. Oh, 9 minutes.
9. So so Rich, you mark it or spend a connection to fuel your magic, and Clock, you spend or add another twist to now you don't. I think that combo is exactly what's required to get you out of this fix. I think that is a good place to draw breath and take a break. I know we'll only be coming back for a while, but let's say 1:15. Yeah. So yeah, I think those 8 or 9, well, there's 9 seconds of protection and 8 minutes of invisibility are more than enough to get you out of dodge, regroup. Where can you get to in 8 minutes of invisibility? Or it's nighttime and you're invisible for 8 minutes, so maybe you get a lot further for safety. Augie, where do you think you get to in that time?
I imagine that we can get over a low ridge and on the other side of it, and find some scrub brush to hide among, or just keep putting distance between the two of us.
Yeah. And when do you think you kind of return to feeling normal after this very strange encounter?
I think not till sunup.
Okay. And Clock, I mean, how you've been on the move already, so no rest tonight, really.
Yeah, I rattled my own bones pretty hard, and I'm feeling weird because using the twist is not a great feeling, right?
Yeah. So
You still there?
You find. Oh,
Frozen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think you find somewhere to hole up, like somewhere to bivouac. Just hide in a crevice in this land and wait for sunup. So I think it's probably an uncomfortable couple of hours till sunup. You're probably not trying to do anything that would attract this thing's attention. Keep, I guess, run silent deep, I guess, is the equivalent, right? Yeah, and I think you make it through. Those first rays of sunlight, crest the mountains, and you kind of feel safe for the first time in hours when daylight hits you. So what do you do next? Where's next where's kind of a safe place to hole up? Is it Dust Bowl?
How far away is it? Which is nearer, Hello or Dust Bowl?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. You know, you made distance on the hand cart. So maybe it's just the guts of a day's walk, or maybe you can find someone to give you a lift back to cut the time. But you know, it's not that far away.
What do you think, Augie? We press on?
Yeah.
If that was the sorcerer.
I mean, I was feeling a little tired earlier, but I'll find a second wind. You just keep walking.
Yeah, you full again?
Yeah.
God.
Sand bullets. Hate that damn thing.
Yeah, that gets everywhere.
So I guess a question about that thing. So in the prompt, right, it said in the last few months something awoke and now hunts you. But obviously we've connected it with the sorcerer since then. Is it like a simulacrum of the sorcerer? Is it like something that the sorcerer has conjured up out of the twist to hunt you? Like what now that you've encountered him face to face, do you think you have a better idea of what its true nature is? Let's start with Clock, given that this was one of your questions.
Maybe it's some sort of, I don't know, projection or something like that. Like some magical construct that the sorcerer kind of inhibits with his power. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How about you, Augie? What kind of sense did you get from it?
I got more of a I was going to use a music term, but I now can't remember what the term is exactly, so I won't. Because if I can't express it correctly, nobody's going to understand what I'm saying. Oh, yes. I got a feeling off of him as if it were the song Clock always wants, but it was in a minor key.
Mm. Okay.
I'm gonna have to stop running from that thing.
I'm not running from a thing. I mean, I'm here, right? Trying to confront it.
I know, but we had to run.
Yes.
Because we weren't ready, so we got to figure out how to be ready.
Mm. So what do you think we got to do here? I'm plumb out of ideas. I don't know what that song means. I don't know who the sorcerer is and how he relates to me and who he was to me.
I think, well, you know, I can make bullets if we're on a ley line.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to give him some power too, but at least we can fight.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we lure him onto a place where they cross, you know, crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
It's where it's more powerful.
Well, that's where you're more powerful too.
Yeah, you too. More powerful together, Clock.
Yeah, we are, but I wish I knew what he wanted from me.
We want you to kill him. Obvious.
Oh, didn't think of that. Yeah, that's possible. Right. Yeah, maybe he wants us to stop the curse.
Yeah.
Well, let's find ourselves a ley line then. How do we do that?
It's like searching for gold or water. Gotta go by feel. It's
Huh.
not like there's a grid of magic all up and down. And if there's any rumors in Dust Bowl of folks knowing about it, that'd help.
Let's go and ask a few people.
I thought you were shy.
Yeah, but you're not.
Fair enough. Let's head into town and ask around.
Hmm?
Yeah, so
Let's find something. Let's find something to drink and eat, maybe.
Oh, they got good whiskey here.
Yeah, maybe they got tea. Hope they have tea.
yeah, I think they might have some fancy tea, some chamomile tea or Earl Grey tea or whatever it is. Fancy city tea, not this black stuff. So I think last week we said Dust Bowl had kind of gone underground, right, to survive the twisters.
Okay.
Done up those.
We have some far, I think.
Far, like
Whatever.
Oh, I'm back. Can you hear me all right?
Not anymore.
Well, it was an illusion. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. My Zoom is being pernickety.
It is. I'm sorry.
Okay. So let's see if it starts to behave. Obviously, my Zoom is in cahoots with Sabine's internet.
Exactly.
So I think we'd established that Dust Bowl had been kind of built on the ground to survive the twisters, right?
Yep.
So not the kind of archetypical Western town anymore, but something, maybe more, really Old West, like pueblos built into the mountainside and that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Where do you think you go for? I guess, are you going to unwind, or are you going to find out to kind of just to reprovision before you head out for a ley line? What's the intent here?
Oh, maybe you missed some of it. We had a conversation about the possibility of finding some ley lines, like a crossroads, because of course that's where the ley lines would be more powerful.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, Augie said you can either divine it, like you're looking for water or gold, or sometimes people know about places of power, even though they wouldn't call it that. So
yeah. So yeah, I guess maybe there's there's bound to be somewhere nearby where you can. And I think Augie would know, and maybe Clock also, a bit of the history, right? Without having to dig too deep.
Like the dwarves.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe there's like a crossroads out of town, maybe where Father Rodrigo's chapel got destroyed by this twister, right?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like that.
Cool.
So yeah, you can. I think you could probably go to this before heading into town, right?
Okay.
What does this place look like, or how does it feel, Augie?
Oh, it feels. I can feel the power, so it feels good, but there's definitely a tinge of sadness, lost hope. Still got the corner of one of the foundations of the chapel still up, like a finger pointing to God. Everything else is ruined.
And how about Clock? What does this feel like to you in your kind of currently kind of twisted senses?
Yeah. It feels like that the fact that that tower stands feels like an itch you can't scratch somehow, right? That shouldn't stand. That is not. Is that right? Is that proper? Hard to say. Some part of me doesn't like that this thing still stands at all. It should be far more torn down. No weddings here.
And you think you need to kind of maybe regain your center as a gun and slinger together in order to draw the power out of this place?
Yeah.
To kind of gain your
awesome.
balance again after that encounter.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I think we're shaken from the second I used the fear thing, and then the sky appeared and the bullets were gone, and yeah, we need to refocus, recalibrate, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So let's make this a blind pay for the two of you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's make this.
We're so bad at this though.
Right.
I think this is pretty easy. This is not like you have time on your hands. It's like there's no real pressure apart from the being inside your own head, right? So let me draw a card, and this is your. You're gonna get a +10 on this one.
It's a 10.
So you've got to beat 14 or hit or beat 14 and not go above 21.
Okay. I think I've got it. I hope I've got it. I've got something.
All right, I'm ready to flip.
Yeah, me too. Here I am. Yes. Ooh, yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
A 2 and a 3 makes it 15. We need to beat a 14.
Yeah, but it was a 14.
Serious low
just
balling.
both use our lowest. Yeah, but we both could have just used our lowest cards and still may have made it no matter what. So that was, yes, it was a good thing that that king came up. Unless we only had high cards, which is, yeah.
Can't say.
Like, what does it feel like for the two of you when you kind of get back into your rhythm together?
How do we do this? Do we just bicker? Is that how we find our rhythm?
I don't know. Is it? Or is it something a little more harmonious? Maybe quiet, contemplative, something a little more friendly?
Yeah, maybe. Let's exchange memories.
Ooh.
Right? Something that connects us, or something that we haven't told each other. What do you think?
Sounds like an interesting challenge.
I mean, for Clock, right, we have a sense, right, that he doesn't remember everything that came before, right?
Yeah.
Is there something that comes
tell
back?
He's made some stuff up. Ooh.
We never said what the word was before, like before the twist, right? I mean, Augie was a prospector before the twist. Have I read that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, so there were prospectors. I think what comes back, oh, yeah, it's a train ride, right? That's what Clark remembers when he sees, I think, some of the mountains surrounding Dust Bowl. Like there was a train here. I was on that train. I remember. I was excited to see these mountains. I don't know why precisely, but I was really excited. There was someone I was supposed to meet, I think. Yeah, there was something we wanted to do together here.
You sweet on him?
I think so. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was. I guess I was. That's why I was so excited. Wasn't my thing here, but his.
I remember. Found a good vein at the end. Panned for a bunch of gold and found a spot. Could have made it rich. Then I got sick. Yeah. Worst time.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Well, got me all full up. I feel might better. Put up a better showing this time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yelling, humming that noise that set me back a little. I guess I should be careful about what I do with that. I'm feeling better too.
Good.
Yeah. That's almost connected to the two of us. Pretty sure about that. Hardly surprised, right?
Always trying to bring somebody else in to tell your story.
I'm the one who watches.
Nah. It's your story.
Maybe it's yours. I'm just carrying around.
Won't be the best of stories.
A couple of good stories about horrors. That guy who attacked the windmills.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I like that windmill story. Which really happened, of course.
Sorry, I lost you there.
Oh, the windmill story. Yeah, it's the story, but it also what happened. So how we get this sorcerer in here? You're gonna have to start singing again.
I try that, but also, what do you know about these water tombs?
Does Augie know anything about it?
I think last week we had decided that he did, right? That these were places that were constructed to collect water or to store water, but were kind of mysterious or treated as such nowadays. So yeah, I think he knows about them from his prospecting days.
I know a bit about them from my prospecting days. What do you want to know?
I'm just wondering, are they places of magic too?
Hell, water's its own kind of magic in a place like this.
We want the sand guy with the hat out before we face the sorcerer himself, right? So maybe singing is not the worst idea. Let's see if that does anything, right? Can you sing with me, Augie? Or can you sing it to me?
Yeah, let's sing. Damn duet.
Okay, so I think that might be a good place to cut for our session. We're coming up on your time, Rich. So let's do our debrief. I'll stop recording.
Okay.
Cool.